on the thing there.
I'm on a date tonight, so I'll have to just look good. No, I'll just do it in front of her, actually.
Going! He's kept going! He's scored! Oh, Stockport pressure. It's a 5-star performance from Stockport County.
All right, we got a small house, but we got a big bloody heart, I tell you.
I was right, we were on. We were. Yeah. She's fine, thanks. Get that out of the way. Hello and welcome to the 60th episode of SK3 TV, the weekly show talking all things what are about county and other things what are not that we will talk about in a bit. I'm Trialist A. Trialist B. Hello.
Yeah, like A, B, and C. None of this.
Are we the A, B, and C?
O nonsense. That sounds more like Agent O.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
And no, I don't know. I'm not having that at all.
Not having any whimsy being forced into your day or into your podcast.
Trialist A, Trialist B, Trialist C.
And the whole Trialist gang.
They're all on holiday.
The whole family.
That's all it is.
They're all in sunny Spain. It's Piñata week, but in a very real sense, it is also Piñata week. Is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Who would have thought that a typo in the comments from Ian Dowden would have prompted such a long running joke?
But I don't think it's even a joke anymore. I think because autocorrects to Piñata, because it adds the little cedilla over the end as well.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, let's pretend it is, because I'm very impressed with that.
A circumflex is a little an arrow, acute accent, grave accent.
I know acute and grave, French A level.
I think it's a cedilla.
Cedilla. A bit more racism for my Mexican listeners. Matt Bryan will be loving that though, because he sees them every day. Sick of the sight of them.
Oh no, Dan says the picture fell over. It's Vernon, all right.
Vernon's gone, and this is what happens when you're recording an actual studio. All right now.
Thanks, Dan.
Admin. Should I press the admin button and we'll do some admin, or should we get straight in?
Admin button?
Get straight. Well, we have the.
Oh right, I didn't know that.
It's called a transition in the industry. Like I'm in the industry. I can't even find it. I
was going to say it's quite a good word.
I'll press it now.
All right.
And it comes off and we're sat here. Hey, right.
Did you just mansplain transitioning to me?
No, it wasn't mansplaining. It was just person-splaining from one person to another. I don't see colours or genitals. I see nothing. Yeah. You'll see me. Shall we? Admin, we are, of course. I love I've just started a statement with a question there for no reason whatsoever. This is what happens when you drag me to your house and feed me beer. 10 minutes in and we've lost it already.
We ever had it
sorry, 4 minutes. 4 minutes in. We are, of course, proudly sponsored by Blackbird Kitchen. I thought you'd done something there, but you didn't. It's fine. Carry on. It's okay, because I'm gonna do something after to try and throw you off, and you're not gonna know what it is, but when it comes, you'll know, and everyone will know. It's fine. The joys of doing it in person. We are, of course, proudly sponsored. Oh, Andy's paid big bucks for his sponsor segment to be spoken over. We are, of course, proudly sponsored by Blackbird Kitchen on the pans at Gorilla Manchester, on the grills at Impossible Manchester, and soon to be on the fryers at Len's JP Droylsden.
How soon?
Nearly got it all out. Hi, Morrissey. That's good. That's smooth. That. You don't know who Morrissey is, do you? No, sickened, absolutely sickened. Oh, I've never felt so old in a room than I do right now. It is opening soon, but you can go to the Instagram. There's an Instagram account to get the follows in. There's a picture of some fish there. You would have thought that had put me off.
Because when I went to because I said before I wasn't familiar with where Droylsden was because I'm a twat that uses the sat nav all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I did have to mansplain buses to you earlier. Genuinely had to tell how buses worked.
No, I get the bus in London. I just didn't know
It's the poor
whether
people, innit?
it was so evolved in Manchester.
It is now. Thanks, Mr. Burnham.
With credit cards and stuff. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so Droylsden's on the Metrolink line. So,
it is
because we parked at Ashton Moss and then got the Metrolink to the place we went to.
You'd imagine Ashton Moss will be out on loan this season. would you not?
Well, yeah, they'll change it to Moss time. The little
yeah. I'm all for it.
Deli and what's it called?
Oh, the other bits of admin. Okay, so 2 bits of admin, which after last week's fiasco, we've decided are both yours now.
Oh no, I don't want this at all. All right, go on.
But
then I'll interject.
Of course, this is advertised as Stockport County, Stockport Music, and Stockport Culture, and we have fulfilled the 3rd of those this week. As I went down, we felt that us going on about Highballer every week was not advert enough,
and we're not sponsored by them.
We are not sponsored by them.
But Neil
from Highballer, yes, Neil Garner of Highballer and of Britain's Got Talent fame was my guest. I say guest. Was he the guest? He was the guest on the show, but I was the guest in his establishment. And I tell you what, it was weird being there sober.
Was it? And were you the only person there?
Me and the builder. And then they had to tell the builder to be quiet for 10 minutes while we did it. So he sent Benji to go and do it. And it was like a kid asking like a horrible old neighbour for the ball back. Excuse me. Can you be doing an interview in here? Can you be quiet? And then he described it as an interview. So I got the whole imposter syndrome thing. But that's available now on YouTube and on your Spotify's and all the other places.
I do like Highballer.
I do.
It's the vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. And I talked about that vibe plus other things in the show. A good 14 minutes of content free of charge. But if people like that content that's free of charge, what should they do, Hannah? Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
If anyone really, really wants to, then they can buy us a copy. But be really careful when you check out because we had an incident earlier.
I think we're calling it the incident.
Where someone managed to pledge £25 a month, which we were just a little bit appalled by and a little bit concerned that they'd done it on purpose. And it did turn out that they had not done it on purpose.
Yeah.
So that it's all good. But just be careful when you check out because apparently that's a risk.
Yes. It's a very real risk. And I went and checked. I went to donate to us just to check.
I was already on to Luke, like, we'll sponsor another player.
Yeah.
That's what you do when people give you money for your podcast.
Oh, in Moxon, let's talk.
We're already done.
We're already banned from Moxon.
No. The renewal has been
of concrete talk.
I've not paid for it, but yeah.
Well, we've got a voice from the side. Oh, do your last bit of admin before we get onto the voice from the side.
Subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, please.
You almost felt more committed to feeling bad for the coffee guy than you.
You know how I feel about the coffee. I mean, I love coffee, but yeah.
Well, I like coffee. I like beer. It should be called "Buy Me a Bit of Something I Fancy." Is what it should be called.
The catering budget.
Yes. We pride ourselves on our catering budget here at SK3 TV Towers.
Ooh, last time we had an event, we had like baked goods.
But you won't get that anywhere else.
No.
I've been to Stockport Gin upwards of 4 times since then, and at no point was I offered a delicious baked good.
Well, you wouldn't. And they were Easter themed.
And they were Easter themed. What we're going to do for a possible show there after Bolton?
Pies.
I'll
get some of those green
black
puddings from Bolton.
Oh, well, Andy's not going to be happy, I think.
Well, Andy knows what to do as the official sponsor.
Bake some pies. Do you
know what? Andy can bake me one of those apple pies. You know, the granddad's apple pies that I really wanted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The good stuff. Yeah. Well, we'll get on that. I'll have some words. Should we? Let's face it. The reason everyone's here. No, is it not the reason? Finalist. Oh, told you this. No, we should probably knock the shit out of the big football.
I'm well up for that, right? But
which is how Sky Sports are pushing the start of the
film. Right. So this was part of your birthday present.
It's heavy.
It's been there for a few weeks because we hadn't got around to it. Also, it didn't come with a stick. So normally when you buy piñatas, they come with a stick that matches it. So I expected.
That's like when you buy a bed and there's no mattress. So it's a climbing frame.
No,
then.
that's what happens.
I know, but that's not a bed. It's a climbing frame. Don't advertise it as a bed.
So it didn't come with a stick, right? But so normally it would come with a black and white stick because it has to coordinate. Because otherwise, you like right. So
Oh Jesus Christ!
it's black and white. It matches.
Oh God!
And I didn't really think this through.
I have had one podcast-related injury in my life that's made me have to go to A&E. Yeah, you told me to go to A&E. Yeah, 6 in the morning, and they're laughing me out the door. Thank you for that. Yeah, that was great. That he didn't need to come here, did he?
You got noticed. You got
Recognised. Yeah. No, I was just watching that, and I wondered what happened. Well, now you know. Glue it up, baby.
Maybe this is a bad idea. Right, but there are I feel like I've had a really, really shit day.
Yeah, well, that was the reason that I was happy to forgo
Right.
You've had a shit day, and now Nick's turned up at your house. Go out of the frying pan.
Right. So normally you'd be blindfolded, but that feels like it'd be less fun. No,
Less fun, but less injury, possibly.
No, more injury because I wouldn't be able to see where I was like.
Should I do like Tom Cruise on Oprah Winfrey and just jump on the sofa? Okay.
Right. This is one of those things like
Take
that, Louis Barry.
If you're not the fan of the belly of a 38-year-old man, this is nothing.
God, this is amazing.
Ah!
This is horrible television.
Hit it harder. God, I feel like it's my head. Oh my God, Hannah, come on.
That's for trying to see.
Just do it. Just drag this reign of terror to an end. Oh my God, my hand. Oh my God.
Right.
That's so sweet. Yes. Oh, what's going on? People are clipping this up. Oh, wow. Hey. Oh. Do you want to go?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's too close to me.
Oh, I don't like this family anymore. Oh God.
Right.
Oh.
We're good. Oh my God. Now we've got sweets for the podcast.
Sweets.
That was mine.
Where do I go first?
I don't know. I've got a lolly. Right.
I've got a chewy thing. This has been episode 60. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, 60 episodes.
Yes, the audio version of this is going to get age restricted. That was my first thought as well. I'll bring that out as just audio.
What empty bag?
No, I was so quick that I got in there.
It was all from home bargains, so you know.
What's in here?
Well, nothing.
Nothing. Right. Off you go, have you tea.
What's the point?
I ask myself that every day.
I'll take some soup.
Oh, that was very exciting.
Do you know what? That was actually really therapeutic. I do feel better.
Can we do this every week?
They're quite resilient, aren't they, little bastards?
John Billsby's right. It probably was a mistake to go on the cast iron piñata.
Oh, John Bill.
I saw cast iron piñata playing at the Spinning Top.
Yeah.
Actually shaking. That was a side to you that I've never seen before. Genuinely. And I'm looking at a card the other side of you that says, "Don't ever let anyone dull your sparkle." And
Yeah.
well, they've obviously not watched that, then, have they? Jesus.
Right. Transfer news.
Podcast.
Oh,
Football.
and just while I'm thinking about the lovely John Billsbury, the planning committee meeting didn't happen
It didn't happen.
on
Bye.
Thursday. Thanks for your help that we didn't need in the end.
Thanks for your piñata wrangling. She was only here for the sweets.
She was. She's gone well equipped. Yeah, it didn't happen. So there was an issue with the application, not from county, but from the planning department, and it's been pushed back to August.
Fun.
So-
I mean, conspiracy theorists will enjoy that one, but I think it's just a fact of life that local government doesn't move as quick as you want it to. God, it was like it was in Parks and Recreation then. That was
I've never watched that.
You should watch Parks
Is
and
it good?
Recreation. It's better than The Office.
I've not really watched The Office. I've
Okay,
watched
that's
The English Office. I've not watched the American Office.
Okay, the Kids in the American Office is also good. You've seen Friends, haven't you?
Mm.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as Friends, but it's up there.
I'm old, no.
Yeah, we're all old. I still have that thing sometimes where I'll put telly on and Friends will be on, and I'll see like a minute of the episode. I'm like, I don't think I've seen this one, and then it turns out that I have. Yeah, that and Only Fools and Horses. It's just constant.
He's quite keen on transfer rumours. It's like it's a football podcast.
Stay tuned, baby, because we'll have some of them in the next hour or so.
No, Matt, not seen Hill Street Blues. Never even heard of it.
Bradley Hill Street Blues.
Oh, that's a lovely segue.
Lovely segue into.
Am I having half the talk?
Out.
She's having half the
Yeah.
tortellini, folks, in case anyone was wondering.
So professional.
But if we're gonna get on to rumours and stuff, because we've got actual facts to deal in. Some fact that has actually left me feeling a bit weird about the whole thing. We'll get on to that. That's a reason to tune in. Brad Hills was pictured and videoed on some of Norwich's content, looking the most like a tennis player I have ever seen any footballer look.
Do you remember when I made his Funko Pop?
Oh, I thought
It looked exactly
when I made
like...
a list, when I made his list of people he's not allowed to have within a mile of him. That one, yeah. Yes, it was a good. His Funko Pop did look very 80s tennis player.
And he smashed it, and he did the like.
That's the best bit. That's the reason men watch tennis.
What, for Brad Hills?
That's for Brad, well, yeah, me now, yeah. Like Maria Sharapova, who? What are you on about?
So yeah, all right.
But yes, I think people should come to terms with the fact that local government doesn't move as quickly as they would like it to, and county are not top of their list of priorities.
And that Brad Hills might not.
That's the end of that bit. Brad Hills is still alive, still handsome.
It was nice to see him. All right.
Yeah, it's very nice to see him. Yeah, it was like you were just some drunk who's come back from a hen do then. Nice to see the groom. He wasn't invited, but it was nice to see him.
Speaking of the hen do, you seen those pictures of the players getting on the EasyJet flight today with the least sexy hen party ever?
Yeah. We all know the wedding's not going to work out. We all know that the bride's going to trip over a sprinkler on day one. And we're not going to see her till September.
She was on wedding floor. I know when Moxon's got like 4 pieces of hand luggage. If they stop me getting on that plane on Wednesday night, I'd be like, look.
These have words with a Mr. Moxon.
He's got his Goyard wash bag, and he's got like, and bless them with the meal deals and stuff. They're so cute.
But then they'll say like, oh, I don't know where to find this Mr. Moxon, and then you can just give the sniffer dog like the shirt. Just say, go on, boy, go and fetch him.
But as Charlotte pointed out, it's lost its sniff. Not that I know, obviously.
No, you've definitely not.
You know what?
From a
Cam
scientific
came round to pick up a shirt on Friday. I should have given him a sniff. Because I should
the
let
shirt. Is this just what you're doing at your doorstep of a day? It's like the Dad's Doorstep Challenge, but
Friday, I was like, because he bought the Ryan Johnson shirt off me because I've now got the Will Collar version, and he took the shirt, and then he was like, oh, I want an Argentina. I was like, I've got one of those. So down I come with my like bag of shirts. And I'm going through them like they're still in a pile by the front door. You would have seen it on your way in.
I didn't have that landmark pointed out to me when I entered the house.
And yeah, so the Aaron Moxon shirt was in there. I was like, oh, look at this one. This one's fully signed.
Fully
Any
signed.
interest?
Not fully sweaty. To my detriment. That's why I'm trying to shift it.
No, but I tried. Did we talk about this last week? That I was going to take it to Pin and Tar and get him to like respray it.
Yes, we. A disturbingly long amount of time was given over to that. I can't remember if it was discussed when we were out for my birthday or if it was on a podcast, but either way, it's a worry. It says a lot about where our lives have gone.
So back to last week.
So the first news was a departure.
Very surprising.
Yeah. She's fine, thanks. All right. This stops when I'm bored.
I think it was Dan Malt said to me, was that the joke that Nick was making on Monday. I was like, yeah.
Benji made the same. Like I tried to force Benji into saying it when I was at Highballer for the podcast because the news had just broke then, and I tried, and he's like, no, I was like, oh, who is it with signed? He's like, oh, I don't know. You know whose mother's not dead? Malik mother's ill. She's just.
Do you know that for sure?
Just ill.
Do you know that for sure?
Well,
maybe just stop talking.
Is he on the training pictures? Because some players aren't, and apparently that's a big thing.
They're just, oh my god. Yes.
But yes, we had the Tanto news that wasn't news because everyone knew it, and there was a grainy picture the day before of him doing his media stuff in a red shirt. He does look good in a red shirt, though. I'll give him that. But yeah,
that was like your ex's wedding photos.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, like the holiday photos with Louis Barry off, like training with Hull or whatever. Not that that's happening now. We should talk about that because people might not know.
Good hour with that, I think.
But yeah, it was a hard.
I don't look at my ex's wedding photos because I'll just be sat there like, oh, who's that dickhead she's marrying? Then I realise it was me. Zing, done. It's not all Malik Mother's ill jokes. I'll have it. Oh, cherry, that one.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So Tanto went club record signing.
After only being £100,000 away, most likely from a record sale as well, which is fine because in many ways, Alan Armstrong represented young love for me.
Oh my God,
Alan Armstrong was the first time I found out it was okay to be attracted to a man and didn't have to be a big thing.
I've got another story to tell you. I got a message on.
Oh God, it's pretty seedy.
Saturday night. I don't know. I was like in a really bad mood whenever it was. Might have been Friday. Could have been any day. Like,
just there staring at the Piñata.
The Twitter DMs. Like you never quite know what you're gonna get. And it was a really lovely man who said that he was an exile and he likes listening to the podcast because it keeps him up to date. Which is something that, like, I get it a lot in Spain. Weirdly, people who listen remotely will, because they don't see you around normally.
That's why you've got the red carpet treatment when you get off the flight, isn't it? Just Piñata's been holding on the third.
And then he said, I have to ask, were you Hanuetas? And I was like,
you were?
I was.
Dear listeners.
I was. And he was my headmaster in the junior school. But more than that, he was the one that kind of encouraged, like, I started going to county because of him. And isn't it lovely how things go full circle? Nice. But he's got a son called Alan, like Alan, because he couldn't get away with Alan.
Oh, of course, yeah. He didn't do a Ben Walker.
His wife wasn't having it.
Just wait until the wife was medicated. He's like, it's Alan with a U. Deal with it. But that's very nice.
It was really nice. So hopefully and he goes to games with my third year teacher.
Oh, we should do. It's like Friends Reunited, but no one's having an affair.
Yeah. So for Leighton Orient and maybe any of the other home games, try and say hi.
I love the fact that you've left out the most important part of that anecdote, which was that his message also said, "Oh, forgive me, but was Nick a pupil also?" the fact that he thought I could have moved in those circles. It could have been so different. I was on a bus with poor people to get here.
That's what we're going to Stockport Grammar gets you. Free existence.
I sat upstairs though. Because it makes me feel like I'm better than them.
Did you pretend to drive the bus like if you stood at the front?
I'm not an idiot. Just leave silence after that.
So Malik Mothersill, who
she's fine, thanks, mate.
Who was most recently at Peterborough, played pretty much every game last season, scored 12 goals, second in assists after Jamie Donnelly off of Leighton Orient, and fast, kind of on a par with Ricky J. Jones. Like Peterborough had a funny season last year, but it's last year now. We're on to new season now.
And the Peterborough fans seem to have gone down the same alleyway that a lot of our fans went down. It's like, oh, I didn't want to shag her anyway, which is basically the gist of it. I'm not even being funny just for sake of it. That's essentially the gist of what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I've seen the mental gymnastics from county fans to say, well, they're saying this because when we've been doing exactly the same thing. I think it's fair to this is where my weirdness about the whole thing comes out, because I don't even know why I've got my hand out like that, like I'm going to put examples on my hand, because I'm not. I'm just talking and seeing what my brain comes out with. I'll find my way. So basically, we received what strongly believed to be £1.5 million for Tanto, and then we go and an hour later, it's confirmed that we've broken our transfer record. Sam Byrne. So obviously the transfer record was 800 grand. Sam Byrne has reported it as upwards of $1 million.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he said 7 figures, didn't he?
Seven figures,
I had
yeah.
to write it out to check.
Oh, same, yeah. Well, I've got a calculator app on my phone. I don't want to show off or anything, but yeah. So I did that. It does not feel. I mean, firstly, after 27 years breaking our transfer record, which is mental. It's another one of those things, you wouldn't have seen this coming. That's that sort of thing. But it doesn't. It almost doesn't feel like. With someone at this level paying over £1 million for a player,
it's
like
not much.
23 out of 24 teams, they're going to see it. They're going to see it as a big thing, but it's not really because everyone's doing it. But it doesn't feel like we have, purely because, I mean, we're still almost making a profit on our dealings this summer, because that's just like Tanto. I mean, you can speculate all day long, and people will do, and people have, and it's maybe what kill myself about just how much we've received for Tanto.
That was the rage that was.
Was that what was
into the Piñata? There was a lot of that.
I did have a look in your eyes at one point. I did think that was the reason. Yeah. I'm good. I just understand women, Hannah. I just know that was the pressure point. So yes, our new signing. What's his name?
Malik.
It's a kind of Malik. See, there's so much to do.
Easter Monday. It's the Malik Monday.
That one. If he only has one good game a season, I want that for the podcast title. That's what I need.
I mean, he'll be injured and not playing, but yeah.
Or if he's injured, but then comes off the bench to change the game.
Malik Monday.
An injection of Malik.
But what I found really confusing was that the club, as part of the teaser tweet, said it had been a manic morning. I don't get it. Did they not realise? Did it auto-correct from Malik to Manic?
I think what we're seeing now is the fallout from the Stockport is wear its hat flag. Where people are faced with more than one bit of wordplay and don't know which one to go for. I think that's what it is. I think Liam Richardson because Liam Richardson, let's not forget, he's been locked in a cryo chamber since the season finished, and they only let him out to do the Carabao tweets. I've said I'll do them for him, but they said no, it's got to be Liam. He's got the password. So, well, you can give me the password. It's fine. So that's let him out. He's not had a chance for his fingers to limit. He's not had a chance to get his brain working.
Okay.
Like if he just dropped us a text and said, "Look, guys, got a joke here. Which one should I go for?" Then we could have told him.
Yeah.
But they don't, and that's the real tragedy.
You just snort.
I do when I laugh sometimes.
Yeah. So that was like Tuesday, Malik. Is it Tuesday?
That was. What day did I go to Highballer?
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday then. Wednesday was the day when that happened. Yes, because I was on the way there. And I was like, oh God, I've got funny tweets to do, but I've also got an interview to do. So I just settled with the "no, she's fine, thanks," and just left it.
So I spoke to a sensible Peterborough fan off of someone that I used to work with writing stuff. And he said that he is the most hit and miss player that they've ever had. But I think that is kind of his age and,
he's
all
21.
of that. I love that by 2030 he's backing himself for the Ballon d'Or.
Yep.
Because it's just confidence. And one of the kind of criticisms that's been leveled against Tanto is that sometimes he lacked confidence. Well, great. Now we've got this lad who thinks he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. So great. I hope he does it.
He can bring his Ballon d'Or trophy to mine and Claudia Winkleman's wedding.
Yeah.
Because we're both thinking big.
Okay. And what else did Keelan say? He said the mother's ill jokes never get old. I was like, I'm a week in, I'm done with it.
Yeah,
so this is really bad news.
The only thing keeping, I would not have turned up tonight and done them, but I know that it's an issue for you. So
issue.
I only do this to the people I love. It's fine. It's okay. I just disillusion the people I love, and then everyone else can.
And then build us back
ignore
up.
it.
And then we think you're amazing.
Yeah,
but
basically.
actually, you've, like...
Basically, your textbook gaslighter. all of the Q ladies. So yeah, we've essentially signed. I'll go on to the background of the deal in a minute because that's something very interesting that I've not gone full. I told you so, but I'm going to in a second. So prepare yourself. So essentially, we've sold a 25-year-old who I think it's fair to say, as much as we loved him, is not the finished article in terms of what we want.
Mm-hmm.
We've signed a player 4 years
Charlie
younger
wanted.
with a watch. Yes. I mean, that's what it comes down to mainly. It's like he's in charge or something. And we've signed a player who's 21, so 4 years younger, higher ceiling. Paid what? Say, well, $1 million.
£1,001,001.
£1,001,001. Did I just reference Dr. Evil? That's another Ask Your
We'll
Dad,
get
isn't
Rod
it?
and Dog on your lap.
The
dog.
Either. I'm fine. Either.
Oh my God, yeah, he could sit here and we just stroke his bald head.
I wonder if we could hire Paddy Madden.
Oh,
God.
I
I think he'd be up for that.
If he doesn't have a great season, maybe we'll approach his agent and be like...
Yeah, because his contract will come to an end as well next summer. So if we get in before anyone else does, we can have him on a free. As long as they've not offered him an equivalent or higher contract.
Yeah.
So the other week, when
So you're marrying Claudia Winkleman, I'm having Paddy Madden in my house.
You're hiring Paddy Madden for the just a night do. Don't need to bring him to the day do. I don't think it'd be a thing.
I know. I was gonna have him in my house.
I'm not gonna have a day do anyway.
Aren't you?
I'm not have a night do either. But I'm definitely not gonna. No.
Andy could do the catering. That'd be a banging party.
Yeah, I just want to have it. I might just tell everyone I'm getting married, just so I can have a night do.
SMB, who I've still not got the Ferrero Rocher ice cream yet, but I did think about it when I was driving to Cheadle the other night. But thank you, I did appreciate it. I've just not got Sam Hughes signed as well.
So that brings me on nicely. It's like these people prompting me. So when the Sam Hughes deal was done, McAntony said on, I don't know if it was on Twitter or his podcast or both, Twitter, that him and Stott had been had a lot of contact. And I was like, right, Mark Stott has not got involved to that extent in any of our other deals. Maybe he could have got involved with bloody Fiorini, maybe, for the naysayers. Yeah, there have been...
Yeah, but Stott's the City fan, isn't he? So he could well have done.
Oh, God, don't say that. There's a couple of notable deals that he's confirmed as being involved in.
Lawrence says the ice cream's £6.
Worth
Yeah.
Worth it.
I'll do it once, and then if it's shit, you don't do it again, do you? £6 well spent.
Yeah. My favourite podcast episode ever of anything I've ever done. So it's quite. So I think because that rumbled on for ages. It was like a fortnight after the season finished. There was an article in Peterborough's local press saying they'd offered a contract to Hughes. They'd been given permission by county. Then it was about sorting a fee out. So then for Mark Stott to get involved with that, and then a couple of days after that, someone in a group chat said, "Oh, apparently we've bid $1 million for that Mothersill from what's his name." We've bid apparently we've bid $1 million. I've heard we've bid $1 million for the lad from
when
Peterborough.
Ollie Crankshaw left us.
Just like that. Yeah, looking like all 5 members of Blossoms at once. That's his little cotton socks. So yeah, people Straight away, we're like, nah, that's bollocks. That we're not going to go spending £1 million on anyone. No, that's absolute rubbish. And then I kind of retreated to my transfer bunker. I had a good old think about it.
Is that where your flight radar
Yes,
subscription?
yeah, that's on the big screen. I'm double monitored. It's brilliant. It's like the nerve center for when people are getting on my nerves. And so I was convinced. But I didn't want to say anything because you sound stupid. So in my head, I was convinced. I was like, something's afoot.
Yeah, but you can't do the "I told you so" if you don't tell anyone.
I'm doing it to myself.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
My life has just been a series of "I told you so" to myself. It's very Grease now. This is. you on your lollipop. I'll go and smoke some fags and be really sexist. Yeah, all of it.
It's nice. I recommend the Home Bargains lollies.
I'd recommend everything Home Bargains and B&M do. Oh, I'm just picking sweets up off the floor. It's fine. I'm happy with how my life has turned out. It's fine. I'm just waiting for the moment where we get on our hands and knees to pick them up and someone gets headbutted.
That's what I was like on Saturday night in Weatherspoons. I was like, how has this happened to me?
Oh. The world.
But then I got really excited because I looked at the menu. It's so cheap. So I got my brother. I was texting my brother, and I was like, "What are you doing tomorrow morning?" We went to Weatherspoons breakfast on Sunday with little Ted.
This is not good for our independent Stockport credentials.
No, but we could go to some Weatherspoons in Stockport because did you know the breakfast menu? Cameron, did you know that they don't do the hash brown basket in Glossop Weatherspoons?
What?
No. But they do in.
I mean, I didn't know they did the hash brown basket whatsoever.
That's where I was in Manchester.
Hash brown baskets. That's got it. I'm going to say hash brown baskets one more time, just so I remember to put it in the episode title. Hash brown baskets. Good. Other things.
Hang on, if you I disrupted you. You're in your transfer.
My transfer nerve center, and
yeah.
I was telling myself
and I told you so, right?
Yeah.
What did you tell yourself so?
That there was that Stock wasn't just in contact for the Sam Hughes deal.
It does make sense.
A Peterborough, our new Colchester. 2 from Colchester last season. 2 from Peterborough this season. Can we beat 2?
Peterborough.
It's nice though, anyway, because I mean, I've said on not just on here, but on like any county-related podcast or radio thing, that Peterborough. I think I said it the night of the takeover. I was like, Peterborough should be what we're aiming to be. And now, in terms of bringing through. Sorry, I'm so sorry to have disappointed you. You're disappointed where you go up and start your own podcast. So in terms of recruitment, it sometimes happens. Not many people can do it. Oh, God. Love hearts. Oh, I think what these say. Let's add a frisson of awkwardness to the. No, it's a bad one. You don't want to say that.
I don't want it. I love a love heart.
Your podcast shit, mate. Unbelievable.
Oh, you got one of the personalised ones.
Out of the 58,000 sweets in there, that's the one that came out.
No swizzles, Do you
want one that says how sweet?
Yeah, thanks.
There you go. That I'll have not in a month of Sundays.
So what happened after Mother Still signed? Everyone.
The world went wild, making the same joke. Someone did say, "Oh, if he's really bad, he might end up on loan at Motherwell," which was good. I'm on board with that, and it's rooted in truth. Oh, that's an emoji.
So woke.
It's just a woke emoji love heart. I love it though. Yeah, so that was it then, and then everyone braced themselves. I was like, "Oh, the floodgates have opened." The floodgates are well and true that they were not open, dear reader.
I've just had a flashback to Friday and stood at the ticket office window, because there's a comment about spending so much money on the new ticket office and it's still painful.
But we're going to send it on loan to Dundee in January.
But that's in the window that doesn't work though.
Yeah. That's the one that's going to be on Dundee's bench for 6 months. Yes, it was a painful experience. Not just because you were with me, but it was just painful in
It
general.
was awful. But shirt, I like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
I think it's better in person. I just can't. It's the Puma badge. The Puma badge looks like it's part of
bother
Vita.
me. Yeah. It's just an extra small.
We did a good fashion show, didn't we? Did we not, in the shop?
Uh-huh.
And Material Girl by Madonna was playing. And
It was.
I've never before wished so much that I'd done some content.
Which, if anyone else needs an extra small, they're in the kids section, but they cost the same as an adult shirt, which
Bad
still
labelling.
annoys me. But Ben, you had a chat with Ben on Friday night about the
Yes, on a Twitter space.
shirt, which I found really entertaining to watch because you'd actually seen them in person and he had not.
Yeah.
And he sat there going, it looks like it might be slightly waffled in texture, looking a bit heavier. And I'm like, nope.
He's going to be so disappointed when he sees it. I just nearly choked.
It's like exactly the same weightage as every other shirt for the last however long.
That's what they do. But yes, shirts are out. People seem to have bought them in great numbers. So that's good for everyone.
And quite tangy these, aren't they?
Which one is it?
The whole sweet one.
That was all my warmest wishes making their way into the love heart. It should do one that says all my warmest wishes. It's another emoji.
Best regards.
Best regards. I look forward to him. Why is it all emojis? Sweets aren't the same as what they were when I was a kid.
I went to try and buy hall tickets. It was an unmitigated disaster. And also an example of why we should continue to accept cash.
Yes. She was not for breaking, that woman, was she? No, she had that debit card and she was going to use it, come rain or shine.
Yeah, but she wasn't for putting a number in.
You're fab or meant to be?
I'm fab.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Meant to be a bin man. That's what I check.
Meant to be a disappointment to my parents.
All right.
Oh dear. Woman at the thing. Yeah, so eventually I got my supporter number, went home to do it. And then it turns out if you're buying new tickets, if you're buying tickets, do it on your phone, not on the website. Because I used it on the website. It's apparently a much better experience if you do it on the phone. So on my version, and I put it on Twitter, I couldn't see any of the seats in the main stand. And my dad's going, so we need to go in the main stand. And you can't like zoom in and move things around. They're just not there. And then you have to go into every block.
Why does your dad have to go in the main stand?
He doesn't like the Tubeland.
No, I don't know.
In fairness, I don't either. I like a side view. It messes up. I can't.
I like a
struggle with
side
perspective.
view,
I cheer for goals that hit the side net and things like that.
Oh yeah, that happens everywhere.
So it's just to protect my own dignity as much as anything. But I used to go to the main stand a little bit when I was little as well. So it has kind of nostalgia.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Watch the QPR game from the main stand. So speaking of QPR, they thought that they were getting Mr. Motherkill.
They did, but she's fine, thanks. And yeah, they seemed convinced, and it did seem a very QPR.
You know what we should have done? We should have had the piñata, and I should have hit the piñata every time you said, "Yeah, she's fine."
You'd have given up on the
by
piñata.
Now I'm missing intention.
By now you'd be on my head. Yeah, I don't. My head would be piñata. Right, there we go. Our man on the scene. There we go. This is what we do. And the fella behind us, he mentioned Help the Hatters. He was on the Help the Hatters photo today. So we're just
It's just one big community.
Just one big community, unless you're a dickhead with your debit card. In which case, we don't want you in our community, unless you're watching. In which case, sorry it took you so long, love. Do you want to maybe get a move on next time? Because some of us have places to be. Not me. But...
I mean, there was nearly an intervention. You know, when you have to be like, do you need some help?
Or just pay for it for her.
Honestly, I have done that before as well. But it was, Anyway. So I've still not got my Hull tickets because I just couldn't face it after.
But you have your supporter number, which is one step
I've got my
closer.
supporter number, and as of a couple of hours ago, my brother has successfully linked our account because his son is on my account. It took my dad a little while, but we got there. And I was supposed to do Alex's at breakfast on Sunday, and I forgot. I got distracted by the black pudding.
As you would, yeah.
So that's sorted now as well. So we're good to go for the Louis Barry return, which is not Louis Barry return, because
that's just an embarrassment from all around, isn't it?
So Hull are on a transfer embargo because they have not paid an unnamed Premier League team £1 million for a player in the January transfer window. I mean, like you said, he barely played for them, but that's not the point. Contractually, they're obliged.
Yes, they did a deal, and they've not. Oh, Liam Richardson has just followed SK3 TV Pod on Twitter. Thanks, Liam.
No, that's not a good sign.
Took long enough.
That's not a good sign.
No, are we going to get told off?
Oh, there's a Billie Eilish ticket. Cam, can you have a look at the Billie Eilish ticket on Twitter, please?
We should signal the return of the feature that I'm just trying to find the picture of, because we need the picture for this specific feature, and I'm just talking really slowly and slowing my sentences down. So
do you know what though? Hull is the last of the pre-season games, and apart from Piñata, it's the only one that's on sale. So Salford have had it on sale for ages, and it's going to be a tenner, which is nice. Well, it's a tenner for their fans anyway. I assume it'll be the same. And that's on the night before Hull. That's not available yet. What's the other one? Spending More Town tickets are available from. Have you decided you're going to stick out Oasis?
No, I can't be arsed.
Yes. Does that mean we're going?
Yeah. Spending more with you, or get covered in other men's piss.
That happened to me at the Killers, but it was absolutely pouring down. So it wasn't so bad until you realised that it was warm. Like that was.
That's it. When it hits you and it's warm.
Oh,
it can still be Carling, in all fairness.
Yeah. Yes, that's exciting.
Yeah, me and you. Yeah. We're smashing Spending More.
You, me, Tessie the Tesla, karaoke.
And we're going to tell Glenn Taylor what we really think of him.
You're not that special.
Yeah. We've covered up your bad deeds for too long. Long story short, I don't know if it's the place to say it, but Glenn Taylor puts his garden waste out, but does not have a permit from the council.
Oh my God.
So, yep. Shall we have an unapproved county Facebook group post of the week?
Yes.
Your unapproved county Facebook group post of the week.
Just before you get started, whoever thought it was funny last week to take what I said as a license to post the shit on the Facebook group that I told you would get approved because they were clearly sleeping on it. There was a post very quickly after the end of the podcast that resulted in a message from one of the admins saying, I give up. I don't know what happened there.
But I think what's going to happen, we're going to have to start from next week. I think we'll do an inexplicably approved county Facebook group. But then it's going to be like Marvel. It's just never going to end. There's going to be spin-offs. There's going to be like a week-long series of podcasts where we just do posts that were approved, but we think on hindsight probably shouldn't have been.
I really want to do. There's a viral thing called on Instagram, and she's called, I think it's I Am we'll share it on Twitter, because for anyone with
Learning
partners,
I don't know.
anyone with partners,
That's me
wives,
out.
girlfriends of the similar age to me, it's the We Don't Care Club. I want to do the county. It's brilliant. She has a list and she's like, welcome to all the members of the We Don't Care Club. I started this club because, like, can't remember, perimenopause and menopause and shit like that.
Perimenopause is when you have hot flushes and
because yeah. You wake up in the middle of the night.
It's the one joke I have. It's very rare that the phrase perimenopause comes up. So can you not just let me have the joke?
No, it's good. I've not heard it before.
Thanks.
So, and then she's like, today's announcement, like, we don't care that, I don't know. She's funny. I'm not. It's a little bit more light-hearted than that.
I hope so.
But yeah, so I want to do a version of that about county. For that Substack that I'm supposed to be doing.
We can do that, yeah. Don't leave me in charge of many things, but there we go. That's what happens when I do.
Right, go on.
Right.
We have the jingle. Can we have the jingle? Were we having the jingle at the end as well?
Got the jingle at the end.
Dan really likes it.
Yeah, I've got to double up on that baby, haven't you? So, it was posted by an anonymous member. But what they don't realise is that the admins know the names of the people. Yeah. So, I've got your name, pal.
But, you know, that's a public service announcement, just so you know that the admins can see who it is. Oh, I won't check. Do I need Vernon?
No, it's not too bad, though.
Right,
it's just funny more than else. Okay.
Is this one of those, you know, we said we were going to do it.
Dramatic reading.
Where I was going to, like, have a drink and then see if I could not spit it
yes,
out.
right, do it, come on.
No, I think that's a horrible idea, and it's beer.
No, it's fine. Soak me with your mirth. God, if there was an out of context SKP TV account, it'd be getting a working out tonight.
There was once one for one of the podcasts that I did. It was awful. I hated it.
Okay, we won't do it then. It probably defeats the object if you have to run it yourself. Okay. So we need eye contact for this part. If it goes on me, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be the greatest bit of audio visual content ever. Any chance of any signs?
As in, was it Lee? Was it you, Lee? Was it? Like, it'd be really funny if it was.
Genuinely, any chance of any signs?
No. Okay.
Oh,
signs. I saw the sign. It opened my eyes. Also, signage at county. The price has gone up this season. If you want the round the pitch, like twice the cost. The business got free. They told us this thing. Well, didn't tell me because I wasn't there, but I've heard it.
Hold it round in saga public service.
And I swallowed. So, transfer signings. Have you heard anything?
Transfer signings.
Transfer.
No, it's everybody's favourite game. It's spot the footballer on some grainy pictures of another footballer.
It's worse though. And it's only going to get worse. And on it, like, I was a bit of a dick about this a couple of years ago because it didn't really. For me, it was a game. And
to be fair, I did text you and said, whatever you're doing, get off your ass and go and hunt for Nick Powell. So I think it's all right.
I'd forgotten about that.
And then actually getting a text back like 2 hours later going, yeah, I've looked, I can't find it. Like, you actually did put the work in.
Well, no, but it was a combination. If you'd get talking to people in the pool and they'd be like, sorry, I got distracted by something in the comments and wondered what on earth the context was, and then it took me a little bit of time to get back. What was I saying?
Don't know, babes.
No.
Right. You swallowed.
Walk it back.
Transfer things you were guilty of,
Signings.
but then pictures
Oh yeah,
today.
right. So I was in the pool with people, and you say to them like, "Oh, so what's your name?" Like, "Oh, so and so."
I'm Nick Powell. I'm a footballer.
Where do you play? Oh, Wolves. Like, so you've got a first name, you've got an age-ish. I've been playing for Wolves 21s. All right, have you?
Oh, straight to
So like
Wikipedia.
done. And then it was when I was working at the Real EFL, so there was like a whole team of people who had the most obscure academy knowledge. But I had put something on Twitter, and like with the podcast, as far as I'm concerned, no one reads anything over on Twitter. No one watches the podcast. I'm constantly surprised that people do. And it got picked up by someone who then put it on yellow boards. And we know that the club keep an eye on yellow boards. And then it became a whole, like, who's this? Is that? So, yeah.
So if you know anything, don't say anything to anybody ever.
Don't say anything to anyone
is the
ever
lesson
is
there.
lesson. But seriously, public service announcement number 42 of tonight. Just because players are in Piñata does not mean that they are secret signings.
Exhibit A, Cameron Jerome from last year. Exhibit B, Jordan Rossiter from last year.
The lad, I've not even searched it up, but I keep calling him the lad that ended up at Salford. I can't remember what his name was, but he signed Charlotte's shirt.
Nope, I was too busy working something with Charlotte Church for a minute.
Charlotte Church now runs retreats. You can go and hang out at Charlotte Church.
I've seen her at a festival a couple of years ago, and she was very good.
That's amazing.
Good on her. To Charlotte Church.
So yeah, that was. Oh, see, now I've lost my right. Yeah, but they don't have to have signed to be in Piñata.
No.
They could have just come. Like there were. What was the rumours last week? Lyndon Gooch and Josh Windus.
And that is, neither of those are on those. The person people thought was Lyndon Gooch. I mean, I'm not mature enough to handle having a player called Gooch in the team anyway. But the pictures that people said were Lyndon Gooch, not Lyndon Gooch.
But even if they were, like, I mean, it's a bad example because Ollie Norwood did end up signing.
Yeah.
But Ollie Norwood was really only training with us to keep fit. And you can honestly, I can see why Josh Windus would be, because although they had an extension on his contract, they've got the Sheffield Wednesday players have got a get out clause, whereby because they've not been paid for 2 months, that's like a breach of contract, and they can go anywhere.
And that's going to make the market very interesting. Particularly the market that we're playing in.
But I think, I mean, he'd do well in the Championship.
You'd expect so, yeah.
But so would Ollie Norwood.
Yeah.
So Ollie Norwood, shirt modeler.
Ollie Norwood, shirt modeler, yes.
So I think, yeah, it's just a fun time. But there will be players, and Charlie said before that he likes these players with lots of experience who are just keeping their feet in. Because it's that they have got lots of experience and they've got lots to teach the younger players and lots of football knowledge to share.
But talking of knowledge to share, I think what I will do is pick out the names that have definitely been spotted on those pictures.
I don't know. I've been so busy today, apart from like the obvious one.
So there's been 3. So there's one face spotted on there who was also spotted on Inside County at the training ground last week. It's not Owen Dodgson and it is not Lyndon Gooch, who both look pretty different. So that's a weird avenue to have gone down. It's Owen Bevan of Bournemouth. Recently he had loan spells with both Cheltenham and Hibs in Scotland, cut short in January due to injury. So it seems like a very us type of signing. Centre back, but he's just signed a new contract at Bournemouth, I believe. So that would be the definition of a trialist, I reckon. I think that will just be, do you want to give him some men's football for pre-season? And he can... Because I think people forget that it's a good experience to be part of the whole training camp side of things.
Well,
that'd be a good experience for young players who've maybe not done that before.
Especially in Spain when it's like 35 degrees.
Especially in Spain when it's like 35 degrees, yeah. So that's
'Cause
Owen Bevan. And he's got a
Okay.
little hat on.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little
cute.
yellow hat for the
The little
play.
party hat.
Yeah,
for
the party
60th
hat for the,
podcast.
yeah, for the 60th podcast. Another one of those pictures. It is not Josh Caroma from Huddersfield, because I think if we'd signed Josh
Okay.
Caroma from Huddersfield, we'd have probably said we'd signed Josh Caroma. That's a huge signing. It's Lee Jonas, previously of Liverpool under 21s.
Okay.
I could not tell you anything about him other than that his name is Lee Jonas, and he was at Liverpool
Has
under
he got a
21s.
brother?
And he's go on.
Jonas Brothers.
Hey, there it is! Whoa, it's the best joke of the show. Oh, I thought that's where you were going, and I thought, no, I'll let her have this. It's a moment. And
Great.
I'm being nice. I'm being nice. Always. Don't let anyone dull your. She's fine, thanks. And the third of the pictures displays the back of her head
And an ear.
and an ear, because they are commonly found on the head, and also last season's bag with the number 24 on. So this has been checked. There are some of the players are wearing new Puma issue bags. Tyler Onyango, or the man we presume to be Trialist O, Agent Onyango, Agent Orange. The man we are assuming is Tyler Onyango is wearing last season's bag with the 24 on it, which was the number he wore last year.
Oh, that's so sweet that he kept it and he didn't put it on Vinted. Incidentally, if anyone wants James Jennings' old training top, it's on Vinted.
There we go. Good. Do you want to like promote your illegal mini cabin business? She's got Wolverhampton badges. She's never been near Wolverhampton. It's a disgrace. What we will do, we will have.
That's why I've got a Tesla.
Yeah. We will have a random county non-league goal of the week as sourced by Chris Eaton. And what we'll do when I go to play it, you know, at the end of the news, where the news music comes on and the show finishes, and they always like shuffle papers and turn to talk to each other. So as this plays, I'm gonna pretend to shuffle some papers and turn to talk to you.
Okay.
I've still not done the thing that's really gonna put you off yet, because I can't remember what it was. Such a shame. And here comes the swivel. That was Chris Smalling scoring one of two goals against Alperton. That was sourced New Year's Day 2018. I want to say, I think 18. I think Chris did tell me. That was sourced by our good friend Chris Eaton, of course, and you can check out his YouTube channel for loads more of that. And if you're really nice, if you do follow him on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, and say, for example, you know the game from the day you died. Say he died. If you knew the game, if you knew the date of the first game you went to, I don't know why dying came into it.
Yeah.
If you know the date of the first game you went to, then maybe Chris will have that, as he did with my first ever game, and it was not how I remembered it.
Well, my first game was a goalless draw. The miracle I ever went back. But Mr. Carter encouraged me.
Mr. Carter, it's all about Mr. Carter, who swears he had a student just like me, but it wasn't me. Oh, right. That was a non-league goal. What else have we got to come?
If you're going to Piñata, some guidelines. Hydrate on Saturday.
Or don't. One of the two. Don't half-arse it. Either hydrate or don't.
Last year there were ambulances involved.
Yeah, boy. That'd be me. That's when you know it's a good set.
Last year or might have been the year before. I don't know. Probably both years. The kebab shop round the corner from the Thalassier
exploded last week.
No, it
was a different establishment.
Yeah. What else? Remember to pay your bill when you leave the restaurant.
People might want to charge the phones while they're there, Hannah. Is there anything special they should do related to charging phones?
Well, they should take a charger and
just any charger. Would any charger do it?
I feel like I'm walking into something.
No, she's fine, thanks.
What?
Sometimes when I find things really funny, I snort, and that's why I can't go to stand-up gigs.
I
get laughed at.
Dan is correct. Across the road from the Thalassia. Although I mean, I don't know if anyone's staying there this time, because that's where the players have stayed for the last couple that's where the players have stayed for the last couple of years, and they're not there this season.
The players are having a whale of a time though.
Only some of them though. Poor Jaden February is in his room.
Yeah, playing his Game Boy.
Reading a book.
Oh yeah, he will be reading a book.
Complaining that they were being really noisy. But you know what was really nice?
I'm imagining Jaden February being like Bart Simpson, you know, when he's broken his leg and everyone's playing in the pool.
I've got another one. Corey Dye has not travelled. This is not because he's fallen out with everyone. It's not because he has, you know, decided that Ben is the number one goalkeeper. It's because his wife's had a baby.
But also, if you're a fan of useless rumours that are absolute rubbish, then keeping your head that ears off. I might get bored tomorrow. I might get bored and like start a rumour. And the Michael Keane one's over.
The Michael Keane one is over. That was fun while it lasted. As was our Michael Mellon to Doncaster rumour.
Not
ours.
No, I would not presume to take credit for that.
No.
Well, give us your Piñata tips. Dan Malt has just given it. I don't think it's just a Piñata tip. I think it's like good life advice. Be careful of being overexposed to mayonnaise.
Well, Cameron had an incident at Foodie Friday involving mayonnaise.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I'm proud. I'm pleased to report that he was such a mum. He was like, "What's the trick for getting the mayonnaise out?" And I was like, "Put washing up liquid on it."
Yeah,
and
we won't say what
like,
Irish.
how do I have to? Anyway, it came. It wasn't there when he went to get them to clean. Dan ordered like, I want to say an egg salad or a prawn salad or a potato salad or something from the garage, because the garage across the road has like a bit of a supermarket, but it's got a cafe. It's the weirdest thing. And to the extent that Macca called it shit earlier on the petrol station.
Well, he's taking no prisoners on his arrival.
So, I bet he is the man, because he's been there twice before. He knows.
Shit here, innit? Oh, tell me about it, lads.
Yeah. So yeah, the petrol station, and then we went out for tapas the same night, and Dan ended up with a load of mayonnaise again, crab salad, and then garlic potatoes at night.
Oh, I feel
sick. Yes. Louis Barry's dad is out because they have a house somewhere local, not because of anything else.
I feel like I should just leave that advice up. Be careful of being overexposed to mayonnaise.
Life lesson.
So says every woman I go on a date with. I love
mayonnaise.
Yes, I love mayonnaise. So there's no danger of me ever being over or underexposed to mayonnaise. I'm just at the right mayonnaise level.
I offer a really reasonable taxi service. Yeah, no, actually I don't. I'm not getting into that again. The first year it was an absolute nightmare. I offer a taxi service for people that I know and love dearly.
No exposure to mayonnaise allowed.
No, Dan, keep your mayonnaise at home. But seriously, taxis in Piñata are a nightmare. They're easier in Torrevieja. So if you
you'll find it's Torrevieja. Because the Welsh.
Right. If you're going to the fun event on Thursday night, or if you're going to the game, maybe try and organise a taxi, and then be brutal about making sure that you get in your own taxi, because county fans have no shame when it comes to the taxi situation.
Awful.
And I know this because people tried to just get in my car.
People fell out with you for long periods. You're not doing a podcast with her. Do you know what she did in Piñata the first year? Yes, she was probably in the right.
Oh, it wasn't even my fault. I didn't even know that I had upset it until like 6 months later, because
and now he sponsors us.
Someone else had been offering rides in my car on my behalf without
That's
letting me know.
weird. I won't even do that.
Yeah. So no, sort your taxis out. Water, you can't take drinks in. You can buy water there. It's ridiculously expensive, but it's a necessity. There's a supermarket like close to the ground. There's a Lidl. Is it Lidl or Aldi? I bought ice creams last year and like offered them round the pool. Who do you think was the only county player who took an ice cream?
So
No, he wasn't there.
He's not there now either.
Well, this person wasn't there either. It was Fraser Horse, but we could play for this for ages.
But yeah, he would have been bottom of my list.
Yeah, because Charlotte wants to make a TikTok, and we were trying to work out earlier on who of the remaining players was our candidate for being willing to be roped into a TikTok with two 11-year-old girls.
I think if you tell Fiorini, you say, right, you either do this or you're off to Shrewsbury on loan, then I reckon you've got a chance.
Do you know what? In the back of my head, he is going to be the player of the season.
Yeah, I think that's what we're all hoping for.
I don't even know. I don't even hope for it. I just think it's going to happen.
I think the people in the accounts are really hoping for it.
Good for him.
Oh yeah, it'd be good for everyone. If he's really good at football, I don't know why I can open my mouth. I don't know why I have to have the lolly in there to do it. If he's going to like turn up and be really good at football, I wasn't doing anything.
No, I was just looking to see what else is on the floor.
Okay. Oh, what's cola? I'll stick that on my list for. Stick that on my play next. Add to queue. No, it'd be good for everyone if he came back and was really good at football. But he's having to fight his way through a sea of trialists at the moment.
Yeah.
Because no one cares about the players that are there. It's all just trialists now.
And food, because it's 11:30. In the past, they've had like a little kebab van outside the stadium.
And of course, it would have been 11:30. They'll have a Diet Coke break.
Because there is no cover. Wear sunscreen. I'll have sunscreen because I'm being responsible.
Come to Hannah for your sunscreen.
Yeah, no, I've got a spray as well, so I don't even have to like rub it in. I can just, hose people down.
You've just halved your queue there, I think. I was going to come over just get some sun cream rubbed in, and go back. I'm going home now. Back. Can I have a lift to the airport? Someone said you were doing taxi services.
Has Nick swapped that bottle for real beer? No, I don't think so. Although I did nearly pick it up before.
I am drinking real beer.
Yeah, but Ian knows I'm not. That'd be goody, clearly. It's because I've had really, really, really shit day.
She did smash the shit out of a piñata though, so it feels very holiday-ish, doesn't it? This.
Yeah. Well, 2 more sleeps.
1 if you're insomniac, 42 if you're an narcoleptic.
2 of them. Right, is there anything else like actual?
Any other business?
To answer Lee's question, no.
No, I've told you the names of people that we've seen. What more can you? I don't know what.
These are nice.
They're all very nice. They're all excellent.
Mm.
I mean, I'm going to be up till 4 in the morning climbing the walls now. It's sugar. Right, so we will be back. Well, we should probably announce that we will be every Monday between now and the season starting. But then the minute the season starts, Sunday night,
Literally,
baby.
the day the season starts.
The day? Oh, yes,
Well,
that's
no.
a Sunday, isn't it?
The day the season starts for us.
The season starts for us, which is all anyone cares about. Go on, jazz hands when necessary.
I don't know that I told you this. Jake Taylor scored on Saturday.
He did. He scored in a friendly
for against Supermarine.
Yeah.
Goal and an assist.
Good
He
lad.
was so cute. Because I sent him a text and he was like, the most people I've ever played in front of.
Oh, he's in for a treat.
So cute.
Oh, he'll play in when they have MK away. He'll play in front of the same crowd again. Hey, it's an MK joke.
Oh my god! What if we get Swindon in some form of cup?
Oh, what are you gonna do? Get on with your life, won't you?
Wow, I've been there before.
No, Jay Tabor is the official non-county player of SK3 TV.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah, all good.
Look, was there anything else we need to talk about?
No.
Emphatic. Not even a second where you're like, well, I don't know. Let's keep him on the line a bit longer.
No, I think we've taken up enough of people's time.
Right,
But-
421 people's time. Someone's just tuned in at that point.
sorry.
Imagine that.
Will half the podcast be live from Spain? No, because I'll be back home. I'm getting the flight back. Which was ill advised.
It's a flying visit.
2 tickets standing, including backstage at Billie Eilish.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't. I thought it was Piñata then.
Well, backstage at Piñata. That's. When did they announce the kits? Anyway, no. I'm getting the flight back at 20 past midnight on Saturday night. I land at 2 a.m. into Manchester Airport.
Oh, so you'll be back and raring to go for Monday night then?
Monday night, I'll be
burnt to cinders.
because I won't have taken my own advice about.
No, you'll be
sun
too. Yeah, you'll just have a queue of. It'll be like the Hungry Caterpillar. You'll just have like a big long queue of men wanting to have sun cream rubbed in. Where did you think I was going with the Very Hungry Caterpillar? Is the Very Hungry Caterpillar the one where the whole village come to?
No, I was thinking of the really, really. What's the thing? Is it like the human centipede or something?
Yeah, I think Human Centipede is what you were thinking, as I often do. Next time. Yo, we'll be back next Monday night. And Hannah will be providing us with a complete cataloguing of every single trialist.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll tell them you'll do it and we'll tune in. We don't have to do it. And we didn't tell them about the Piñata and it got smashed to pieces. So there's always one, isn't there?
Matt, that's really good. Although,
Don't look at me.
OnlyFans beckoning.
Yeah, I think I'll be good on there. I think I'll be really good. Pressing the pay button. Doing my business. Pressing the pay button. Let us go. We've done our Facebook post. We're going to have like a good 45-minute debrief where you tell me what every single little giggle was. We'll sort that out. That'll be an extra pod. That'll be the first like subscription stuff. Go on.
No, I just thought the joke that I couldn't make last week that I told you that you couldn't make about when we were talking about footballers, signing footballers that had been prosecuted for things.
Oh yeah.
And I very, very nearly said about Thomas Partey being out of contract. And lo and behold, I can make that joke now.
Yeah, and Arsenal are basically being thought of the way the BBC are, which is fun because I don't like Arsenal. Well, that was an hour that happened. He said assertively as he chowed down on his lollipop. Does it sound creepy when I say lollipop?
No, I love a lollipop. Gosh.
Right, we will be
Say
back next week.
Safe travels if you're going to Spain.
Safe travel if you are going to Spain. Safe travel if you're not going to Spain, because there's still roads here.
Yeah, dangerous roads.
Some people would do well to remember that. Say goodbye, Hannah.
Bye.
Bye. I won't see you in Spain, but I'll see Hannah when she gets back, and she'll have seen you in Spain. So it'll be like we've all seen each other. It's stuck in my mouth.